issues. Yeah, YouTube has a lot of issues. How do I get the link to this thing again? Where's the link here? Um, okay, so it's running, but oh, there, okay, found it. Okay. I got the links. Wait. Yeah, hang on. It's kind of hanging. Like I'm clicking. Oh god, please don't crash again. Okay. Wow. The photo up there looks horrid. It caught me at the wrong time. Okay, let me take it to band. Uh, you should I should I get some specs to match with you? That's really up to you if you need it. Okay, one sec. Okay, band is loading. Ay. The struggle every time we have a class. Like, why must it be this way? Just so that I could upload it. It's ridiculous. Okay, there's the link, guys. There's the link. We have a link. We have a link. You know, I'm really hoping y'all don't see the dandruff in my hair. Okay, so I'm gonna end this call and I'll see you all over there. All right. So, hi. Two people so far. Let's just wait for everyone. Where's Moon? Where's everyone? Hi. I think you can hear from my voice. It's like, what color are your specs? Go ahead and give it a guess. People saw it last time. I have others actually. I don't have just one. I tend to like play around with the specs that I wear. Okay. No, it's not pink. How's that pink? Does that look like pink to you? Look at it. Okay, quickly. There's only two people. Where's the rest of the people? Um, can people grab people out of band and onto YouTube, please, so that we can start? All right, we've got Moon. Finally. Okay, I'm just waiting for like the other three people who is with us on band. Wait, who? Oh, okay. Oh God, I look horrible. Faster. Okay, let's go. All right. So there's still three people. What happened? Where's Ace? Like, is that Ace? Who else was there? Where's Cell? Cell. Cell and Cell and Arya. I don't see Arya yet. Arya was there. I need the makeup tutorials with you. I don't do makeup. Legit. I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup. Okay, my sister can help you with that, not me. Help with editing and the things that don't require makeup. Oh, oh, there's Ace. Okay. All right, 4. I'm just waiting because you were 6 earlier. Now it's like only 4. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna start. So we've discussed here and there, left and right, certain things without a proper direction because y'all keep asking questions and we're not really in that topic yet. So we're gonna try to go back, okay? We discussed camera movement, yeah, 2 days ago, and I didn't get to discuss properly framing. So I should have discussed framing first. So, what is framing? Framing is when you put a subject in a shot. This is a frame. Okay, right now you're watching me. I'm inside a frame, right? This square here. This is my frame. So, framing is how you size your subject inside the frame. That's the simplest way I can put it. So, there are different sizes that you can put a subject in. And when you're going to do your videos on Zepetor, this is helpful because then you can, if you know what you're going to shoot, or if you know what the scene is all about, you don't need to shoot like a full size. Where's my stick man? I need my bald man here. Where's my bald man? Yeah, okay. You don't need to shoot a full size avatar human all the time. If you know that you're going to be needing just this part, then you're going to be able to shoot just that part without needing the legs and the rest of the body. Oh, hi, Cell. Okay, so it's important to know most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, what you're going to shoot. Why I say most of the time is because sometimes, because we're working with Zepeto, there are shots or there are poses that you don't have or you can't find, and that makes it difficult for you to plan all your shots all the time, and then you finally find something that doesn't really fit what your description of that shot is, but it still works anyway. So it's not really completely planned. You kind of have a general idea of what you want to do, and then you shoot. So knowing how to frame your shots is actually more important than planning what your shots are. That way you could do it on the fly, on the go, when you're already recording and saving your shots on Zepeto when you're shooting on Zepeto. So what are the different shots? Y'all gonna need your pen and your paper again because I'm not gonna write it down. I don't have a board. I really need a board, you guys. Okay, so the first type of shot, framing. Oh my god, wait, let me. It's 12:30 in the morning, guys. 12:30 in the morning. 12:30 in the morning. Okay, let's go to the basics of types of shots. Let me just scroll. All right, let's go. Okay, types of shots. So we have the basics. The simplest ones are what sleep routine? What are y'all talking about? There's no such thing. There are 3 basic types of shots. You have the wide shot. I'm gonna need like something. You know what? I'm gonna use my phone. And this is how I'm going to show you what a wide shot is. 1 second. Let me see if I can easily find something, anything really, on in my, okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, here you go. This, I think this will constitute what a wide shot is. Okay. Let me just put my notes here on the side so that I can easily read it while teaching you guys. Okay. So, I want to turn. Okay, this is an example of a wide shot. Sort of, almost. It's almost a wide shot. Okay, there you go. So this is a wide shot, and wide shots are like when you have an entire subject or your entire character visible from the top to bottom. So you can see the whole body of a person, including the background. So this is a wide shot. An extreme wide shot is when everything is smaller, like wait. You guys know how Google Maps look like, right? When it's like all the tall buildings all very far, that's an extreme wide shot. You're like very, very, very far, literally. So that's an extreme wide shot, and a wide shot is when you can still see your subject, you can still see the characters and everything. You okay? And you see the background clearly. You see every element in your wide, as in WIDE. You know what? You know what? Wait. Paper, where are you? I need you. I need paper. Hang on. Not that paper. This paper will do fine. All right. Good old handy dandy crayon of my kid. Okay. Okie dokie. So, crayon. Okay. Wide shot. All right. It's a wide shot. Again, a wide shot is when you have your entire subject and the whole background all visible in your shot. Every element of it. So usually wide shots and extreme wide shots are used to establish a scene. So you're going to usually see this frequently at the start of dramas, shows, sometimes in the credit section. Repeat, please, the definition. Ay, ay, ay. I think I've said it like 4 or 5 times already. A wide shot is when you have there, okay? It's when you have the background and your subject all in the frame. You can see the top of the head to the toes of your character. That's a wide shot. It's a full body. Sometimes it's also known as a full body shot. Depends on like what you're focusing on. But it's basically when you have everything visible in your shot. That's what a wide shot is. Okay? Let's move along. Let's move along, guys. Come on. Y'all got it? Wide shot and extreme wide shot? Okay. So now we're going to go for the medium shot. Medium. I'm going to write that down as well. Medium shot. Please ignore my bad handwriting. Wait. Let me just try to get a good medium shot. Okay, here's another example of a wide shot in Zepetor. Okay, wide shot right there. Full body of the character, background, everything all in there. Like all the elements top to bottom. Yeah, exactly. Everything is in there. You can see everything. That's a wide shot. Wide shot, guys, wide shot. Medium shot is coming up next. Okay, we're gonna go for the medium shot. So, what is a medium shot? It's basically when you move your camera a little closer and it's from here to here. Okay, that's a medium shot. You have half the body and the head in your shot. And my hair looks like Miss Frizzle. Let me get a medium shot for you guys so that you have a better idea. Okay, whoops. Wait 1 second. This can count as a medium shot. Okay, this can actually count as a medium shot. It's when you have your subject, your character showing from here to here. Okay, so when you watch movies or drama, you will commonly see medium shots a lot. When people are talking, you've got two people there, eating and all those things. I wrote wide shot. What is happening there? I wrote wide shot. Short. Not short, sweetie. Shot. Not short. It's not short. It's shot. Okay, let's go. So this is your medium shot. So the first one is your wide shot. The second one is your medium shot. And the third most common shot is something that goes even closer. Wait. See. This is, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's the close-up shot. So when you have a close-up shot, it's literally a close-up of your subject. Okay? So normally a close-up shot is when you have this in your frame. Close-up, medium, and then wide. So and then so that's the three main types of shots, basic types of shots: wide shot, medium shot, and close up shot. I just wait. I'm trying to read what you guys are saying. Half? What? Which one's half? Basically, a medium shot is like half the body, and then a close up shot is a head shot most of the time. Now, when you go even closer, this is called extreme close up. Okay? The closer you go, it's called extreme close up. It's when you close up even further on something like smaller details that are probably like, disappearing when you're still a bit far. Or when you want to focus on something like details that are important. For example, in this scene that I did here, it was her eyes that I focused on because she was looking at something. Over here, my extreme close-up was her feet. That one has sound effects, by the way. That's why I needed the feet right there. Her eyes. I had an extreme close up on the car's lights because the engine revved. No, that's the wrong word. I started the engine. Yeah, the engine started. So, yes, so you have extreme wide shot, medium shot, close up, and extreme close up. So, those are the types of shots that you could do um, when you're shooting, not just with Zepeto, but also with your camera if you're going to shoot videos and photos in real life. Sorry, ha ha ha, I was writing my notes. It's okay. I wish I could write it all for you guys, but yeah. I'm actually going to, like, I do plan on editing my live videos and, like, actually putting the, like, subtitles or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But yeah. Anyway, now, why is knowing your shots important? Because, like I said earlier, sometimes when you're going to shoot on Zepeto, and this happens also in real life, you're gonna have to plan what it is that you want to shoot for your, for your videos, for your content, and also you need to know like what to focus on. Sometimes if you're doing fashion content, you know, and then you want to focus on maybe the hand or something like that. It's really helpful when you're on Zepeto because then you know what types of poses you're going to look for so that you can like focus on the hand and give it an extreme close up like this, right? You don't want to go find something with a hand like this and then try to extreme close up on that. That's just not going to work. So also, when you plan your shots out, you won't need people to be online dressed up wearing a particular outfit or their costume for, your shoot for 3 days. Like me. Don't do that. I kind of get away with it because whenever I look for people to collab with me, first of all, they're mostly my friends, so they know how I work. And secondly, it's usually last minute. So I always ask them first if they have other activities for other agencies. And if they don't, then yeah, if I could borrow them. When you collab with people, it's always important to take consideration. I can see Rini laughing there. It's always important to take into consideration what they have on their plates too. So it's also important that they know how you work. So what happens is the reason why my friends end up staying in their clothes for 2-3 days is because I always say that I can finish it in 1 or 2 days, and I can't finish it in 1 or 2 days because I'm a mom. So I end up extending and extending because I've got my kid running around and I can't sit and shoot and edit all the time. But in reality, if my kid is sleeping or if she's with my parents or something, I can finish it faster. So like editing alone, I can sit down and edit for 1-2 hours to do maybe a 15-second video. Yeah. Yeah, that was 15 seconds. I did a 15-second video in about 2 hours, as quickly as I could. So it's doable. It's really doable I'm not being if I'm not being like turned into a jungle gym by a mini human. So yeah, plan your shots, guys. When you have an idea, plan your shots so that it's faster, especially when you're doing a collab. Now, framing is also important when you want to express or deliver a s- deliver a story in a way that you don't need maybe words to explain. So, for example, if you have two people Wait, jungle gym. Yes, yes, I turned into a jungle gym. Guys, really, like yesterday, I wanted to have a 5 o'clock class. Okay, I wanted to have a 5 o'clock class, 5 o'clock my time zone. So that's like 2:30 in India, right? It didn't happen because my kid and I we were downstairs, and I was on the phone with Rini, and is missing. It didn't work. She's just there. She's like, she was super hyper all day. I don't know where she got the energy. I wish I had that energy. But yeah, so it's yes, I was being turned into a jungle gym, and it happens a lot. So going back to our class. So yeah, framing is important when you want to express something that you won't like, for people to see without having to use words, without having to even sometimes use music. Like for example, if you have two people face to face, where is that? I think I did that in this one. The one with my and stuff like that. Wait, let me see if I still have it. I should still have it here. Let's see, the one with my and Donna. I'm going to be using them again. Wait, do I have it? Do I still have it? I should still have it. Ay, ay. Ay. I think I lost it. Oh no. Oh well, okay. Yeah, I think I lost it. I'm gonna use this instead. This one is with Rini. Okay. I don't need to play the music. This doesn't have music. Like our last task, back to basic. Um, what do you mean like our last task, back to basic? The framing. Yeah, I guess kind of like that. Like when you because I asked you guys to just be able to tell a story with pictures and not moving, right? So this time, yeah, without words. Rini is the best singer in our group. She's always sing song with her loop. Hey, that rhymes. Okay. So if you look at this actually doesn't have sound. This video. Um in fact, I play it. You don't need sound to see what on earth is going on here, right? So I have a wide shot of two people and a fan. Wait, how do you pause this? Okay, it's paused. So I have a wide shot, two people in a room, an electric fan right there. And you can already tell what on earth is going on, right? Framing is key. Framing is important if you want to show something um, without having really to explain much. Whenever you frame something, it has to make sense. You don't go ahead and frame like this and then expect people to understand what on earth is going on, right? You don't go close up on Rini and then you find her dancing over there in your video, and you're just like, okay, she's dancing, but yeah, what's the point, right? There. So framing is important in your when you try to tell a story, right? Okay. So moving on along with framing, after that, after the whole idea of framing, you've got your shots. You already know how to do different camera movements. Now it's time for you to talk about editing. What is editing? Yay, we're moving ahead finally. I noticed a lot of you when you guys do editing, it's either you can see that it looks awkward or you don't see that it looks awkward and just let it be. Um so also it's likely to make a meaningful video without not much explanation. Moon, I think the whole time that I was teaching you guys for the past how many weeks now? Three? Three? Yeah, 3.5 weeks. Every time I try to teach you guys is to have really is like, what's the point? Okay, every time I try to teach you guys, I always try to make sure that every single thing you do and put on your screens and upload has a purpose. Because I really think that putting something out there with for no apparent reason is just pointless without having to say much. Doing framing your shots well and recording your shots well, not just on Zepeto, but also when you use an actual live camera, is always meant to tell a story. Um, Even if you are a journalist, and you're out there in the field, you grab out your camera or your handphone, whatever, and snap, 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 snap. Even if you're not looking at your camera, but you know what you're snapping. When you look at your photo still tells a story because you're snapping what what you're covering out there. You're snapping the news. You're shooting the news. So every time you pull out your camera, even if that's a selfie, okay, you do this, and then you do this, that still tells a story. You're trying to be cute, you're trying to look pretty for yourself, and you're trying to show the world how cute and pretty you are by doing that. So yes, every time you do something using your phones, or I mean your camera, whether it's the peto or not, it should be meaningful and have a story. Y'all laughing there. Stop. All right, moving on. So, editing. What is editing? Okay. Editing is basically when you put two things together, like I mentioned in Back to Basics, right? My feet are getting stuck. Okay, oops, sorry. Editing is when you put two things together. Two shots together side by side, and then you keep doing that. You edit it together. That's editing. There are different types of editing. It's when you edit for a video, like what we do now. Edit a photo, it's when you manipulate the photo, change the color of the photo, etc., etc. That will be discussed separately again because right now we're focusing more on video. You arrange it, you fix your footage, your shots, everything that you've shot, all your footage, okay? You put it together, and that is editing. Now, the process of putting it together, it has to it has to look good, right? So you can't put wide shot, wide shot, wide shot, wide shot, wide shot right after each other like that because it's not gonna look interesting. It's not gonna look appealing. It could look sloppy and messy at the same time. So when you try to put shots together, it would be a good idea to have like wide shot and then close up and then middle shot, mid shot, medium shot. Sorry, medium shot. Um, you play around with your shots to make it more dynamic, and so that you can keep the attention of the people watching. I already gave my pose earlier. I accidentally clicked on. Oh, lol. Okay. All right. So, normally when you put shots together, you would go from wide shot going smaller or small going big. You don't jump like small, big, big, small, medium, small, big, small. You don't do that because it could get a bit dizzying. You can do that if you know what you're doing. So if you don't know what you're doing, you try to stick to the rules first. But if you know what you're doing, then you can like play around and see if, how you've edited your shots work or not. Too complicated. It does sound complicated, but trust me, it will make your work look better. So when when you do dance videos, for example, who was asking about dance videos? I forgot. Okay, when you do dance videos, um, sometimes they don't sync. Sometimes you've got shots that sometimes you've got poses that you want to use that don't completely match 100%. And the way really to have them look like they match is if you have a wide shot of like the actual one that's dancing to the beat, and then the one that doesn't match, you close up on it, like close up on the head, close up on the feet, close up on something. That way it's like, you know, it would still somewhat match up when you put it together. I was talking about I can't read, it's so tiny. Yeah, Cabby Lane? Who's that? Guys, I'm not a YouTuber, so I don't know these things. Okay. Don't expose me. I mean, I already know that I'm on YouTube live. So, okay, going back. So yeah, when you're like doing dance videos, you're going to see it often when you go around Instagram and you see people's work frequently. Wait, let me try to grab someone's work out right now so that you can see it's hanging. So that you could see what I mean. This is Sylvia. She does awesome editing work. She's a friend. We're not that close yet, but she's a friend. And she does a lot of dance videos like this. So she uses body shots, wide shots of the characters like this. And this obviously shows that, I mean, she's setting the tone, and then boom, you have close up, medium shot, and then wide shot. So this is how you can put the shots together using different framing and making it work. All right. This is advanced, so I'm not expecting everyone to be able to do these kinds of videos yet. Soon. Soon. Hopefully by the end of this week. Is that asking too much? Okay. Yes, the only Krabby I know too is Krabby Patty. Okay, moving on. Let's go back. So, aside from putting your footage together, when you shoot on Zepetor, you also need to keep your audio in mind. So before we get to talking about audio, which is something that I also emphasize on giving importance to, let's just round up what we just talked about. So what are shots? What are footages? It's basically the building blocks of any project that you're gonna do. When you're trying to edit something, any video, you need shots, you need footage. And that's when you start framing things to get good footage. Okay? Again, you have wide, medium, and close-up shots. These are the most basic shots when you shoot, whether in Zepeto or with your camera. There are two others: the extreme wide shot and the extreme close-up. Okay? Extreme wide shot is like literally like maybe the entire neighborhood or the entire street, or like, does my room count as an extreme wide shot? Not really. My room is a wide shot. My room is wide shot because it's still in an enclosed space, and it's like if I stand over there, which I will not do right now because I'm wearing short shorts, trying to be professional still, you know. If I stand over there, then it's you can still see me head to toe over there. So that's a wide shot. An extreme wide shot is if I face my camera outside and I stand there by the river. That's an extreme wide shot. Extreme close up is something like this. If I do this to my hand and y'all could see my ring. That's an extreme close up. Okay? All right. So again, when it comes to putting together your Zepeto and your background, try to not have the same angle or the same time. Let me show you again the video that I made for Hyundai. Okay, something like this. Wait, you know what? I'm just gonna play it. Okay, see, this is my wide shot, close up. So you try not to. Whoa, too loud, too loud, too loud. You try not to use the same background or the same location all the time. Try to make it vary so that it's not too repetitive. And when you cut, when you put them together, it won't look like jump cuts. Okay, I will discuss what jump cuts are. Thank you. That's my protection ring, by the way. All right. So, what are jump cuts? I remember telling like two people that they have jump cuts on their video in the past, in the last task. And jump cuts are basically when your previous shot is like this, and then your next shot, even if the person is wearing something else and everything, is still like this. Now that doesn't work very well because it's like I'm talking blah 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 blah, and then next thing you know, I'm like this blah 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 blah. It doesn't match. Okay. A lot of you did match cuts. Like, what are match cuts? Match cuts is when you match together things in a frame when you do your editing. So the people who did that very well in the previous task, really, I applaud. Rini did a very good job at that. Xiao also did something like that, but not for a task. She uploaded it on YouTube. Who else did match cuts? Wait, let me check. I haven't even taught match cuts, and y'all have been doing match cuts ahead of me, and I'm like, Izumi tried to do it too. I had her redo it. I'll use Izumi's for example. So this is Izumi's video. There you go. Those are match cuts. You see the difference? Match cuts is when it's the same size, your subject is the same size, the same movement, the same action, and it seems like everything else around it is changing. That's what a match cut is. Izumi did a really quite good job here as well. She incorporated both camera movement and editing. Rini's, where's Rini's? Here's Rini's. You, turn. Okay, this is Rini's right here. Is this Rini's? Yes, this is Rini's. I'm like, help. All right. So she's gonna be doing some lit match cutting here as well, because it's her outfit only that changes, but everything around her is the same size. Really, guys, when I was watching this, I was quite shocked because I didn't teach her any of this yet. And then she comes back to me and tells me that I taught her, and I'm like, I did? So let me do that again. She decided to match cut using the background. Okay. This is not green screen, by the way. None of this is green screen. She did this in World. So it's the dance, same pose, only the outfits are changing. Everything is the same, including the size of the background. Nothing moved. There you go. So those are match cuts. That is not jump cut. Jump cut is when Shao accidentally gave one with a jump cut, and I'm gonna use that as an example. Um, I'm sure she's gonna be fine with it. Wait, Shao's first video before I gave my feedback, you'll notice a very obvious jump cut. All right, so this is what a jump cut is. Come on, work with me here, yo. Okay, so this is what a jump cut is. Okay, after this, over here, she's up on the balcony doing this pose, and then cut. There you go. That was a jump cut. That wasn't a match cut. That's a jump cut because same size, same everything, different angle. If you notice it, right? Chat was disabled for 5 minutes. I don't know. Which app do you use? For editing? Okay. For editing, these are all the apps that I use frequently, all in one screen. I use this for sound. I use this sometimes. I use this most of the time. Okay. But again, and I have to keep saying it over and over and over again, your editing app does not matter. You can do anything with whatever editing app you use. You can even use your computer if you want. It's not the tools that makes the artist, guys. It's your skill and your talent. You can use the worst editing app you can find and still create a really good video. So it's not about what editing tool you're using. I don't know what happened to the chat box. It doesn't say any. I didn't touch anything. My hands are here. Okay. Yeah. I I think you did do a jump cut as well somewhere. Quite a number. That's the thing. That's what I mentioned earlier when we started discussing editing just now. Most of you can either see that it's awkward and then you change it, or you don't see that it's awkward and then you just let it be. Jump cuts make it a bit awkward when you go from a wide shot to another wide shot, and really it's just a different angle. It's not it's not pleasing, and it makes you feel a bit weird. You're like, "Eh, what just happened?" That's the usual reaction. It's like, "Eh, did I miss something?" That's what jump cuts do. So let what time is it? Okay, it's 1 o'clock. Um with so now with the idea of like what the different types of shots are, then you could put together people and experiment new shots, which are like, over the shoulder, low angle, high angle. um Wait, what are y'all saying down there? The one Moon did. Wait, let me pull that out. Where's Moon's? Let me pull Moon's out. Wait a minute, did Moon submit it? Did you submit your video, Moon? I don't think you. No, you didn't submit because you can't go there. You can't go on World. It wasn't you. Someone else did. Someone else did something similar to what you're talking about. Wait, let me look for it. Um, where is that? With just the clothes. Is it this one? No, no, it's not this one. Is it this one? No. Okay, I can't find it right now. But whose video is this? The only time jump cuts are excusable is when you're doing a vlog, or when you're doing a day in a life POV kind. Wait. Okay, in this video, this is Aween's. This is Aween's video. And in this video, she does do a few jump cuts in there, but it makes sense because this is kind of like a day in a life type of video. And it's okay. She also does some of these like sudden camera angle movement things, like there you go, like a sudden zoom out, a sudden zoom in. And it works because of the music and also because it's the style is vlog style. Wait a second. I think I've checked everyone's already though. Hang on. Wait. This video, Moon, that you sent, this is your old video, right? So this one, technically it's not jump cut and it's not match cut either because you use transitions in the middle. Jump cut and match cuts are usually when there's no obvious transition in the middle of it. And I think this was the one that had a bit of issues. So, but yeah, I'll show it anyway. See, you have the dip to black transition. And no wait, yeah, but Moon DM'd me here right now. So Moon's does not count much as jump cut or hang on. Okay, wait. Where is Spoon's video? Nope, not that one. That's not the one. Where is it? All right, here we go. Okay, this is Spoon's video. Spoon's is also very much of like vlog, day to life kind of style. So if she did, and she did do some jump cuts, it's also fine. So, you know, using jump cuts is only excusable when you're doing documentary, day in the life, vlog, those kinds of stuff is okay. Because when you do these kinds of videos, you can't really control what you're shooting most of the time. Especially when you do documentaries or the, you know, journalism style videos, you can't really control everything. But you know, you're supposed to be able to control stuff when you plan what you're going to shoot. So that's the reason why there are certain kind of like restrictions that you can bend when you're already like more experienced with editing and shooting. So what are the other shots that you can play around with? So for example, if you have 2 or 3 people, remember like that photo that I was doing with my, I'm just gonna like do it again here, okay? For example, if I wanna show people talking, okay, there's me over there, and I'm gonna put another person in front of me and I will demonstrate what over the shoulder is. This is an over the shoulder shot. 1 second. Let me use, okay. Let me use, who should I use? Wait. Okay, I'm gonna borrow Drea this time. Let's see. And then I'm gonna put Drea. Okay, whoops. Okay, this is what I'm doing right now. Just so that y'all can see what exactly I'm doing. Trying to keep in mind the rule of 3. Imagining that there's a grid over there. All right, there you go. This is what over the shoulder looks like. Okay, it's literally when you're focusing on someone over the so this is usually a frame that you use when you're like shooting people who are talking, movies and drama and all those things. So if you're going to have like scenes in your video or music video that has people talking, this is a good shot to use. You can frame it this way. Sometimes you can have like 4, 5, 6 people, you know. Um, Always remember if you're going to be doing shots like this, remember the 180-degree rule that I taught you guys. So that if you're going to focus on Drea, if you're going to focus on Drea in your next shot, wait, let me just turn people around here. Yeah. So that if you're going to focus on Drea like this, you know where to put Drea, right? I am still on that side of the of yes, of the screen. If you guys remember the 180-degree rule. Okay? Is that right? Yes, it's right. Because looking at the camera, like I mean looking at the thing here, the camera is like a bit confusing. So yes, I believe I did that right. Yes, that was right. I did not cross the 180-degree line. All right. So that's the over the shoulder shot. There's also the low angle shot and the high angle shot. So what is the low angle shot or the worm's eye view? Okay, the worm's eye view is literally what it means. It means you're as small as a worm and you're looking upwards. Quite literally. Quite literally. That's why it's called a worm's eye view. So this is what a worm's eye view. If I have a shot of a worm's eye view. Do I have a shot of a worm's eye view? Yes, I do have a shot of a worm's eye view. Hang on. This is a worm's eye view. Worm's eye. Mata. So basically, you're the eyes of a worm. This is a low angle shot. It's when you're like a worm down on the ground looking up. Okay? It's not exactly under your palm, but yes, exactly. Yes, worm's eye view. Legit. That's how it's called. Worm's eye view. Not even kidding. Okay. So you're like a worm and you're looking up. That's a worm's eye view. What is a bird's eye view? I think you all could tell already what a bird's eye view is. If you have a worm's eye view, you have a bird's eye view. And that is when you are at a high angle. Okay. So high angle shot is obviously when you're shooting from above. Let me see. This is a slightly, okay. See, top angle. Camera up here. Top angle. Not too top because that's going to be an extreme wide shot. Okay. So this is a high angle bird's eye view shot. It's when you're on top. Okay. Now you guys get the difference? All right. Moving along. You notice that those are shot in world, right? But not all of those were shot in world because the worm's eye view that is actually edited. It's not in world. That one I shot in world first and then placed the motorbike in it. So editing Editing can really play some good tricks on you. See, this is not this scene, this worm's eye view scene. This is not in world. Only the background was world, but this one was not world. The jumping part's not world. The ants could be so angry at worms because they got an editing after them, and ants be like, "Am I a joke to you?" Hey, ants have something to their name too. You know when you have those like sting things, like when you sit for too long and you feel like there are ants crawling up your legs, or you're like when you have a sleepy arm because you've been doing this for too long. They have a name to them too, okay? It's fair enough. Okay, ants be like, they've got the ants thing going on for like human bodies. So it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Moon, if you can't continue with us, it's okay. You could just watch the rest of it later. It will be uploaded automatically by YouTube anyway. So everything that I still say like this is still gonna be here. Okay, moving on. Who else is still here? So keep in mind that when you edit a video, okay, your video, the things that you edit is only as good as the footage that you have. So if you didn't shoot your stuff well, all right, Fork is still here. So if you didn't shoot your stuff well, if you didn't save your footage well, if you've got pixelated video from Zepetor, which I would like to kill you guys for, next time you guys give me pixelated videos from Zepeto after this class, I don't know anymore what I'm gonna do to you guys. I think I'm gonna like start making personalized color cards and no longer yellow. It has to be like dipped in orange or something. Um, but yeah, your videos, your photo, sorry, your videos, your edit is only as good as the footage or the shots that you have. So what is happening here? My mouse is not working. All right, it's working now. What is pixelated? Pixelation is when, and I'm gonna use Rini again for this. Rini, I always use you as my example because I'm not trying to shame you. It's not to shame you, but it's because for some reason, you're always just a perfect example. Like, I was talking to V about the shots that you gave him, and I was like, is there something wrong with Rinny's phone? Like, why is Rinny's phone giving us video like this? It was just, it was just, I don't understand. Okay? This is pixelated. This is what pixelation is. I'm not sure what happened there, but usually this happens when you shoot something so small and you need to blow it up, make the size big, and there's not enough digital data to make it big. And it becomes pixelated, squares and everything. That's what it is. That's what pixelation is. So let me show Rinny's footage again. It's not clear. It's full of squares. And it's just chunky. Chunky, like chocolate chunks. It didn't melt properly. That's what pixelation is about. How do you avoid this? How do you avoid this? By making sure that your characters, by making sure that when you save video, it's not small. First of all, if you know what your shot is supposed to be and you are asked to give a full body shot, please, 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 please utilize the whole screen. Okay? Use the whole screen. There's a lot of space, guys. You don't give me video the size of Drea when you have everything around it to make it the same size as my avatar. Record your video, okay? When you record your video, try to make sure that it doesn't lag. Don't don't go to screensaver mode. Don't switch off your phone. Just keep recording. And when you stop it, after stopping it, you save it. And after saving it, the first thing you do after saving it is not submit, it's not send, it's not upload to Google Drive. It's not. The first thing you do is check your footage. Okay, I'm gonna like, if only I could put subtitles here or words here. I'm gonna put it in red bold block letters. Check your footage. Okay, why is that important? Because editors rely on your footage. Okay? We can't shoot for you all the time if you're gonna be editing like 15, 20, 500 people in a video. Sometimes people in Zepetor, I shoot the video by myself most of the time to maintain the quality of each video as much as possible. The same. Okay? But some people in some agencies like in Yellow Fashion Academy, in that academy, what we do is we get our students to submit their footage to us and we edit it for them instead of having to do everything by ourselves. This allows us to be more flexible with them with their time so that they can change into their outfit, shoot and submit, especially if they have their own thing going on, if they have other activities or whatsoever. At least you don't have to get them to stay in the same clothes for 4 days, if you get what I mean. Like me. See, I'm giving you guys tips on how to be not like me. Don't do what I do. So, I actually do think I am quite inconsiderate in that sense. But because I want to keep the quality of my video standardized, then I have to make my friends sacrifice for me. But if you're okay with having people that you collab with just give you the footage that you need, the videos that you need, then you just tell them, okay guys, can you wear your outfits, put on a green background, and then shoot and submit it to me. It's very easy to do. But every time, please make sure that they will check their footage first so that it's smooth. Because if they don't check their footage first and submit it to you, then you're gonna end up with footage that I had to use similar to Renee's footage. I'm so sorry, Renee. It's just okay. Here, yours is the perfect example. There's another girl here who submitted me footage that was almost just as bad, but it wasn't pixelated. That's the main thing. Hers was laggy. It was I couldn't wait. Where is she? I'll show you guys so that you have an idea of what I'm talking about. There you go. So she's one of my friends. She calls me like Yeah, it's not like this. It was legit. Okay, so we need to try to avoid those kinds of footage because your video is only as good as your footage when you edit it. Keep that in mind. Let's move on to the next lesson. Okay. What's that? A frame? No, it wasn't a frame. The pose of the girl of Snowy when she was doing her thing, her action in the video was this. Okay, she was doing this. It's the one from Lovesick Girls, like that, right? The problem is it didn't look like this because it went like this because she didn't check her footage first before submitting it. And it's really quite difficult to get people to redo their stuff, especially when you're running out of time. So sometimes, when you want to do a collab project, you have to weigh the pros and cons of what you're gonna do. Are you gonna do it by yourself? Do you have enough time by yourself? Are you able to like get everyone to change clothes all at the same time so that you can shoot all of them all at the same time and then have them run along afterwards? Are you able to get them to change clothes later on when you need an extra footage from them? Or can they submit their footage to you correctly? Will they check it? Make sure that they check it. You check it too before you use it. If you lack footage, can they submit more? All those things when you plan your video, when you shoot, um, you have to take into consideration. Yes, I'll eat them if they don't do it on time. Speak for yourself, darlings. When was the last time I gave a task and anyone submitted on time? I mean, people do submit on time, but not everyone. I already experienced that when I have to take photo booth of 15 people. Yeah. See, when you work with more people, it's intense, right? It's intense. It's not a joke. People think it's so easy. All right. Let's get on with the next topic. And that is audio. Okay. Remember what I told you guys in lesson 2? Was it lesson 2? That I said that audio makes or breaks your video. Audio is very important. Oh, so the reason why I got you guys to do a video without talking is because you should be able to tell a story without actually speaking, right? But you still needed sound for that. And what happens when you don't have sound? Mentor D, it's 1:34 in the morning. Will you be fine to take it so late? Yeah, I mean, I think we've extended until 3 o'clock last time. So it's fine. It's fine. I've taken medicine. My voice has already come back. I still have like clogged nose, but it's okay. I'm good. All right. So what happens when you don't have audio? Then really all your how about nah. Okay, then really all your entire video relies on extremely good footage. Okay, my favorite example on giving people when I want to talk about watching something without audio is The Ring, Japanese version. Um, when I got my when I got into film school and they interviewed me and they asked me um, what my favorite movie or video was, I immediately answered The Ring. And they asked me why. because it's a low budget film that looks homemade. Not to mention it's horror. Um, what is sleep? Sleep is what is sleep? I don't know that either. Okay, so anyway, The Ring is a low budgeted Japanese film, horror film, um, based on a manga of the same name. What is the name of the mangaka? I forgot. My brain is not there right now. But it is my favorite film because when you watch it without audio, you're still scared out of your seat. Not even joking. You can watch The Grudge, you can watch Shutter, you can watch other horror films made anywhere else. You can watch. Oh my god, I don't even want to start with Hollywood horror movies. Okay, out. Let's not go there. I think so far horror Hollywood for me, they I think they do really well with thriller and suspense, but not horror. Those are different genres. Okay, but when it comes to horror, I think Japan really nailed it with The Ring. You can watch The Ring and think, oh, I can just turn off the volume of my sound. I could just turn off the volume of the movie and I won't get scared, which usually works for most horror movies, by the way. Try it. Believe me, it works. Go ahead and watch The Exorcist or Annabelle. Turn off the volume. You're not scared anymore. It's not scary to watch anymore. And then go ahead and watch The Ring Japanese version, the original one, and come back to me and tell me if you're not scared after watching that, then I give it to you. But see, that's the thing. Audio makes everything better. If you have horrible footage and you can't edit it any better than how you've already edited it, you plug in some good audio, plug in some good music to set the mood. Voila, you've got good video. That's how it works. Because audio gives the mood, audio sets the mood of what you're seeing, what you're watching. It allows your brain to understand better what you're seeing. And that works even in real life. If you're going to watch me right now, as you are, and you don't hear me talk, but you can see me talk, 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 talk. You won't understand a single thing what's going on. I could be cursing and y'all don't hear it anyway, right? Um, I could have like, is it still raining? Yeah, it's not raining anymore. But if it were still raining, you will be able to feel the atmosphere or the area that I'm in just by hearing. This is how ASMR works too, by the way. ASMR works because you use your hearing senses and it allows your brain to feel things. I mean, it allows your brain to tell your body to feel things, right? So good audio especially, really makes a bad video better. Okay, I'll take the applause, 30. Okay, here you go. Okay. See, but Rini, right? You turn off your volume and you know that you're not scared anymore because that's usually how it works. It it allows you to watch it without the jump scares. Because in most horror movies, they use sound to scare you, to make you jump, and to shock you. Without those, sometimes. So when you use audio, sometimes you can play around with it by teasing your audience and having sound first before showing what that sound is about. You can also have picture first and then bring the sound in later on. It depends on what you want to accomplish with your video. So Earlier, we talked about jump cuts, right? And jump cuts can be used and cannot be used. It depends on how you're going to use it. Um, excuse me, wait. All right, excuse me. So, jump cuts can be used when you're doing it in like uh, quick cutting of multiple videos right after the other to try to tie up one story. Like, for example, if you guys have seen um cooking videos, yeah, that's one. See, like I said earlier, these are excusable when you're using like when you're doing like mm, cooking videos, documentary style, POV, um, day in a life, vlog, those kinds of stuff. Okay, that's okay. Um, it might look awkward, but it's excusable. So when you do things like that, you have to make sure that it's not too awkward. So there are other types of cuts in editing. There's this thing called the J cut, as in the letter J. The letter J. I'm gonna just write it down for y'all. I really need more paper, guys. Like, okay, you have the J. So you have the J cut. What is the J cut? So basically, a J cut is when people hear the audio first before you see the video. It's like you're teasing the person who's watching with just wait, what's it? Mentor D, you're lagging. The lights are flickering. Lol. You're spamming the chat. So yeah, so there's a J cut, okay? And a J, this is the letter J, guys. A J cut is basically when you hear the audio first before you see the video. And then you have the L cut. And the L cut is when you have the video first before the audio. Okay? I think that's pretty explanatory. I will show you examples of that later on. Okay, moving on. Why is audio very important? Like I mentioned earlier, it is very important. And my mouse is not working again. Oh, there you go. It's working now. So when you make a video, okay, when you make a video, audio is something that brings life to video. And without the audio, you really have to have really good video. So for example, if you're going to make a dance video, a music video, even a drama, a series, or just a day in a life video, a vlog, even if you're going to do a vlog in Zepetor, you still need to somehow put some sound underneath that. What's the other one? What's the other what? What's the other one? There only two members are there. Now there's three. Yeah, I think some people have gone off to sleep. But I'm going to continue so that those who watch it later on. So, wait, things are hanging. All right, we'll wrap it up after this. Okay, we'll wrap it up after this. So let me just let me just make sure that there are key point to let me just make sure to let you know that when you do audio for your videos, first of all, try not to use copyrighted music unless you're doing dance videos, covers, or trends. Okay, when you're doing your own video, do not use copyrighted music, especially if you're going to upload to Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, anywhere really. It's only excusable in Zepeto, but it's not excusable when you're outside of Zepeto. Um, I don't know, don't you remember Mentor D? Only two members are there. I really can't decode cryptic messages right now. All right. Okay, let's get on with this one so that everyone can go to sleep. So, basically, when you use copyrighted music, you can get in trouble when you go upload it to places like Instagram and YouTube. First of all, Instagram won't even let you upload it. You're gonna upload it, and then they're gonna try to take it down. You try to upload it again, they're gonna try to take it down again. And when you try to upload it the third time, they're probably gonna give you a warning. Don't try it. On YouTube, it's the same thing. It's sometimes YouTube that takes your video down. Sometimes it's going to be the agency or the company or whoever owns the rights to that music who's going to be trying to take it down. So try not to use copyrighted music. There's a lot of resources out there that you can find non-copyrighted music. It's everywhere. You could even go on Instagram and find people who does covers of music, or even on YouTube, a lot of people does covers. If you use a cover of a certain music or a certain song, it's best when it doesn't look exactly. I'm sorry, it's best if it doesn't sound exactly the same when it's a remix, because then it's not an official release of that company or that singer or of that label or of that artist. Then it's still excusable to be used until they try to take it down again. So, again, as much as possible, use royalty free, non copyrighted music. At most, Creative Commons would be something that you would have to credit them with. That's the most copyrighted that you would find from people who release non copyrighted music. Let me try to read the chats. I check the description whether it's copyright or not. I don't take it unless they have mentioned no copyright. Yeah. So, okay, what is copyrighted music? So, copyrighted music is obviously music that has been um, basically owned, like legitimized to be owned by someone. And you can't use it unless you pay them for using it publicly. When you buy their music, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's yours for you to use anywhere you want. Um, you can use it personally, like when you have parties and things like that, but you can't use it when you try to upload something online. So you have to be careful when you purchase music to use for what. It's a complicated thing in the industry that you have to kind of understand when you're using digital stuff. So yeah, every time you look for music, try to type in royalty free. I'm gonna have to write that down for you. I'm gonna write that down for you guys, and I will give you some websites that you can use to find royalty free music, or non copyrighted music, or remix, or cover. Cover is like the furthest one, that because some usually covers are very close to the original ones. All right. Don't use copyrighted music. Also, we will tackle how to do sound design tomorrow. So, your task for today is to make a music video. 1 minute only. 1 minute music video using all the stuff learned from me so far. You can go to World, you cannot go to World, you can shoot. Um, if you don't know how to do green screen yet, it's okay because I haven't taught you that yet. I haven't taught you how to put shadows yet. None of those yet. So if you're going to do like green screeny stuff, you want to attempt green screen and doing chroma key, let me know. Then I can help you. But as much as possible, try to stick to the stuff that I've taught you first, which is like putting a background in your Zepeto app and then putting the person there. Um, or using world, using the different angles, different camera movement, different shots that I've taught you already. Can I be less than 1 minute? Yes, because the maximum anyway in Zepeto is 1 minute. So all the videos that we will be doing and we have been doing is all maximum 1 minute. So use any music for your music video. Yes, you can use copyrighted music in this case because one, you're uploading it to Zepeto, and two, you're making a music video cover. So it's fine. I'm just worried that if you try to upload it to Instagram, they might try to take it down. So try to use a remix or a cover of whatever music you're using. If you can't find one, source it out. Put your sources, credit, 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 credit. Always credit the people that you're taking things from. Don't claim anything as yours if it's obviously not yours. When is the deadline? That's some evil witch laugh right there. Deadline for your music video is in 2 days. 2 days. Not later, it's tomorrow. So today is already Wednesday. Wednesday, 2 o'clock in the morning in my country, wherever I am in. Um, Deadline is not tomorrow, 2 a.m. Deadline is in 2 days. I'll give you the details in band. Can you solve my previous Alight Motion app? Okay, fork, spoon, fork. I've been asking around, and I think some of the others who saw my Instagram stories saw that I have been actually trying to figure out your problem since you brought it to me. We can't solve it. The problem is your device. So it's either you get a different app to edit on your device because you're using a tablet that doesn't support that codec to export. And if it doesn't support that codec in the first place, then you can't use it at all. You're gonna have to use a different app to to try and do what you want to do. Unfortunately, I also only know a light motion that can do shadows on when you use a mobile device. So we'll try to figure something out later on. See how we're gonna get around that alight motion problem. Um, I want to use green screen and keyframing. Of course, you can use green screen and keyframing. It's just that for those who don't know how to use green screen and keyframing yet, then we're just gonna try to stick to everything that we've talked about so far. Um, can you recommend an app? There are a lot of apps that you can use. Unfortunately, you can't put natural shadows on them the way you can do on a light motion unless you pay. So yeah, for example, you can use Video Leap where you can also attempt to put shadows, but you can't change the perspective to make it like lie down. Like you can't have a girl to be like on the floor when you use of Video Leap. You can try. Um, I believe I've tried it before. Let me try with other apps if there's a way to get around using it for free and having things bend around. Um, Using green screen is okay. Uh, okay, tell you what. If y'all want to use green screen for your music video, I can do a mini session tomorrow after everyone sleeps. Tomorrow morning, I will come back on YouTube tomorrow morning for maybe like only 30 minutes. Because right now we've been at 1 hour 30 minutes on this current live, and usually we stick around for 2 hours. So tomorrow I can come back for 30 minutes and show you all how to do green screen. And I will recommend people to use either Video Leap or a light motion to be able to get cleaner green screen using your phones. Because using other apps, it doesn't have, it's not as clean. But it's okay to use other apps. It's just not as clean. I don't use CapCut. That's why I'm not recommending it. Also because a lot of people cannot use CapCut. So we'll try to keep it like standardized for everyone. So yeah, Rini, go ahead and try to download a light motion and Video Leap. Um, what time? Because I have school tomorrow morning. If you have school, it's okay. Those who can come over. And since this will be uploaded anyway, right after, right after the class, then come back to it and watch it later after your school. So, that's the beauty of doing YouTube Live. We can do it and people can catch up. Previously, when we were doing it on band, I needed people to be online. At least now I can have 3, 4, 5, 6 people on and answer their questions whilst I'm on live. And if not, then they can catch up and watch it later. Okay, so that's the task. Doing a music video, 1 minute music video. This is only a basic music video, guys. You're not doing something complicated yet because there will be another music video task later on another day. We still have a couple of days to go before graduation. There's a lot of things planned out. And so yeah. So tomorrow I'll be back to teach green screen, and then we will also try to have a 5 o'clock session as well as a 10 o'clock session. Okay, so that's it. Everybody should go to sleep. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. See ya.